How's it going, my friends? My name is Omni and I will be your guide to Perfect World Mobile. Today's video will be about sacred books, specifically for clerics. I will be making another guide for DPS and for tanks as well. This one will be for clerics and healing and for demon clerics as well. I've looked through the different ways that you can get sacred books, and I've determined that there is a better way. So you can follow my way or you can choose not to. However, I found that my way, I was able to collect and get the best sacred books for a lower amount of resources, which will make you stronger in the long run. You'll have more resources to devote to other things. First, I'll show you the best ways to get sacred books. Second, I will tell you which sacred books you need to be working towards as a cleric. I'll show you which ones you should get first and which ones you should have by end game. Now, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you'll be notified when my other guides on sacred books come out, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card on November 15th, 2019. Now, some of the best ways to get sacred books is by doing in-game events. This is Divine Valley, where you can get hero orders that you will use as currency to buy some of the more expensive level 1 sacred books. Divine Valley does happen once a day, so be sure to do Divine Valley every single day that you can. It happens once in the afternoon and once at night. Now, you just have to join one of them every day. I also recommend that you try to do Mirage Dungeon. That happens during the weekends, and you just have to form a Mirage party. And I do have a couple videos on different Mirage runs. If you have a question on how to do a Mirage run, I might be able to do that week's Mirage run so that you'll know how to do it better. Also, be sure to do Pinnacle. It's a daily event that you do every day. Do your 5 PvP runs every day and you'll get honor, which you can also use to buy some really nice sacred books. I actually like to keep an eye on the trading stall, where you can find some really good deals sometimes, because there is a wide range that you can sell your sacred books at. Sometimes you will find people who sell their level 3 or level 2 sacred books for really cheap. Now, if you have some extra bound gold, like from events that you have saved up, you can actually go to the Mysterious Merchant, which you can find inside the system tab of World Chat, when the system chat. And if you clicked on the coordinates, the green coordinates, it will take you to Jackson, the Mysterious Merchant. He usually has about 5 of these sacred book packs, and the price is actually either $6.88, $7.88, or $8.88. So what I usually like to do is wait till I find one of them which is $688 and then buy it. I'm actually going to buy this one for $8.88 because just for the video, but usually I don't buy the $8.88. Usually you just wait for it to be $6.88. Well, this time it turned out pretty good, because the Adversary is one of the more expensive, at least on my server, the Adversary is one of the more expensive books. Now, you also get 2 archaic scrolls, which are made for upgrading your level 4, level 5, and level 6 books, and 5 ancient scrolls, which are for upgrading your 1, 2, 3 books. Some other ways to get it is through your Spring Safari, which is once a week. Be sure to do Spring Safari. You can get guild points as well as sacred books. Arena can get you some sacred books and pages, as well as the Path of Ashura. Path of Ashura is it's just a great way to get really nice stuff. Definitely do Path of Ashura. It's really fun. It's kind of like Battle Royale. I have a guide on it also. The Path of 5, I'll make a guide for this later. It's a great way to get some nice books. I personally like to buy pages. If a page off the stall costs 5k, 6 pages is 1 book. It costs about 30k. Now, when you combine half of the times you're going to be combining books that are worth 80, 90, or 100k, and bam, you're making a killing because it only costs you 30k to make it. At the very end of this video, I'll show you how I make my ultimate book, the Endless Waves book, which is the god tier book for clerics, for healers. It is absolutely best one. Then I have Song of Farewell. I got this on the stall for just 459k gold. So that was a really good deal. Sometimes people, they sell stuff on the stall and they actually don't know what it's worth. So, you know, I always buy those. The Mountain Pass I actually made myself, and Sunset Tales I made myself as well. These are all good books. I recommend that you make Sunset Tales for the critical rate. At R5 it is 3% critical rate, and Mountain Pass is a great skill. It gives you, at R5, gives you 10% chi regeneration. Now I'm leaving them at R4, which is fine, because each level, each rank you gain, you only get 10% more regeneration at 5, right? But for that very last rank, for just 2% more chi regeneration, it costs 40 ancient scrolls, which is, I don't know if that's worth it. Right now I don't have enough ancient scrolls to go around, so I'm not putting 40 in there when I can level up a lot of other sacred books, many more levels, and so I'm going to leave it at 4. So the way I'm thinking is, as the game progresses, like once I get up to level 120 or 180 or whatever, it's going to drop more ancient scrolls. All right, so right now with the current drop rate of ancient scrolls, it's not feasible for me to get 40 ancient scrolls to put into just one book. All right, so here is my level 5 Endless Waves. It is the ultimate cleric healing sacred book. It is a sacred book that all clerics must have. It is super strong. Now, a level 5 sacred book is the same as, it actually takes 3 level 4. So you're saying, hey, maybe I should just get the 3 strongest level 4s instead. And you would be wrong, because the level 5 sacred book, its ability, you see that yellow egg? That's right. This yellow egg forms and shields you from damage every time that you are actually healed for more than max health. So if you overheal, a lot of people call this the overheal book, and if you overheal your party members, they get an extra damage shield, which is very much like the skill that the goblin has, but you turn into this massive goblin shield making machine. At the very end of the book, I'll show you how I made my Endless Waves book, and you can see how I went through and made each book separately. Right here I'm going to show you how I made my Mountain Pass, and I would encourage you to make a Mountain Pass. All right, a lot of people recommend that you master all of the 1s and all of the level 2s. I don't think you have to do that right away, because for every level 2 that you master, that can be actually used in making into making some of your better level 3s. I think what you need to do is focus on getting your 4 core sacred books, the 4 skills, the 4 sacred books that gives you a special skill. And the sacred books that give you a special skill are level 3, level 4, level 5, and 6. And starting in the early game, you should work on Mountain Pass. Mountain Pass is a great book. Sometimes you can buy it in the stall. Not 900k is a good deal. You should buy my Mountain Pass. But it is an excellent book. I got it right away. It gives you 10% chi regeneration, but I do recommend that you leave it at R4, which is 8% chi regeneration, which is still a lot. And it will help you regen, and you will be able to do your special chi skills, which are really strong, like that chi burst, which can make you invincible for 2 seconds. that can save your life so many times. The Mountain Pass is an excellent book for all classes. If you are a tank, you want to get a Mountain Pass. If you are an archer, blade master, venomancer, any type of DPS, do be sure to get a Mountain Pass. You'll be able to regenerate chi faster, and you'll be able to do more damage. As a cleric, you'll be able to heal better. You'll be able to pop your blue ball, the regeneration, or your red ball, your God's Wrath, every time that you have more chi. So Mountain Pass would be one of the first books that you want to focus on and make. Now, the reason I recommend that you do get some level 3s is because it takes ancient scrolls to level up, to get to rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, rank 5. Now, you won't be getting many archaic scrolls, which will be needed for rank 4, rank 5, and rank 6s. Not yet, at least. That's why I do recommend that you go ahead and have some level 3 books, which are very useful, such as Mountain Pass and Sunset Tales. Yes, so yeah, definitely Sunset Tales. The crit helps for healers as well as DPS. Crit rate, I would recommend leaving both of them at R4. You can make it R5 if you have the 40 ancient scrolls needed. Now I'm going to tell you that you can't do this free to play. Well, I do it at a like tuna fish level. I'm not a whale. I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm not a whale. I don't spend a ton. My gear usually consists of purples. I wear mostly purple gear. I think I have a legendary 79 weapon and a legendary 79 gloves. Everything else I don't wear. I don't wear any other legendaries. I wear mostly purple. And what I do is I get a lot of legendary drops. I do get legendary drops. I have like 20 luck. That's how much I have. What I usually do is I use a luck charm every time I do my dungeon runs, as well as I usually have 4 guild members. Also increases my drop chances. I also make a ton off of life skills. If you have life skills, I recommend you look at my life skill guide. And I make anywhere from 150k gold to 300k gold depending on the market every single day. So life skills make you a lot of gold, so you can use it in order to buy sacred books, and you can buy the cheaper sacred books, make yourself stronger, build towards the ultimate sacred books. Alright guys, now you have to please pay attention. These are the sacred books that you should 100% take a look at and perhaps get. Level 5 Endless Waves is the sacred book that turns you into a shielding machine. Every time you overheal somebody, they get a golden shield around them that will keep your team alive, and it is great because usually skills do the most damage, and if you are able to block an entire skill, you can save so many lives. Sunset Tales is definitely a level 3 book that you should get early on. The next book is Mountain Pass. You need to get Mountain Pass. Alright, so that's also a level 3 book. Now this right here is a level 4. The Rose's Thorns is an excellent book for healers and for demon clerics. So this book is actually useful not just for healing, but as a demon cleric. And if you want to switch to a Venomancer or Vulpine, you'll also be able to use Rose's Thorns. Some book like Endless Waves will be useless if you swap classes and change to a Venomancer Vulpine. So the Rose's Thorn, what it does is that as you spam skills, there is a chance to decrease the skill cooldown. So every time you cast a skill, there's 5% chance. At rank 5, it can decrease skill cooldown by 2.5 seconds. The next useful skill is South of the River. It is a level 4 book. It is also only useful if you want to heal. What it does is increases healing whenever somebody is less than 20% HP, and for some reason that happens a lot. That happens a lot. A lot of times people are hanging on by just a thread, And what this does is at rank 5 south of the river will increase all your healing spells by 20% at rank 5. So I mean, even at like rank 3 or rank 4 is still very powerful. It'll increase by 15%, let's say. Now, this is my Endless Waves book. I'm going to show you. So, once you get your Endless Waves, if you make it, the first rank, to get to rank 2, it takes 10 Archaic Scrolls. Now, if you want to get to rank 3, it takes 20 Archaic Scrolls. Now, my shield at R2 is 5 seconds. Now, if you want it to be even more effective, you get it to R3, it will be 7 seconds. And I think 7 seconds is enough, because you can cast another heal beam, another chromatic heal beam, and reactivate. You can use that to reactivate the shield within 7 seconds, right? So I would recommend to get your Endless Waves up to R3. You can of course try to make it stronger than that, but I am going to wait till Archaic Scrolls start dropping more often, because currently they cost too much. Even if you go to Jackson, they cost a lot. I just don't have enough Archaic Scrolls. The next book is Rouge and Red Lips. It is a level 5 book. It is a great book. If you want a book that is great for healing as well as Demon Cleric, you should go for Rouge and Red Lips. It increases at rank 5. Rouge and Red Lips increases your crit damage, which also increases your crit healing by 30%. Crit healing, crit damage by 30%. And it is a good book that transfers and changes. Like if you change your class to Venomancer, Vulpine, or the new Assassin class that will come out, quite a while from now. Venomancer Vulpine will be here shortly. So definitely, if you don't want Endless Waves, which gives you the god tier golden shields, then Rouge and Red Lips is a good book for you to work on, so that you can change classes and still have a book that works with every single class. So I mean, it's just a great book to have. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through and sort of give my thoughts on all the books that actually have some sort of skill. Sunset Tales, great book for all classes. Mountain Pass, must have for all classes. These are level 3 books that you can use even if you change classes. Song of Farewell is a great scout book, and I use that because it gives you a speed boost. Alright, level 6 tier Red is a whale book. It is great for like dungeons. It auto revives you, so it makes some dungeon runs easier. The Frostlands is pretty useless. Hidden Dragon is okay if you want to kill a tank, but it's a level 6 book. So much resources, it's not really worth it right now unless later on. Level 6, no good. This right here, Turning the Tides, great tank book. It makes you hurt whoever's attacking you. The Union is pretty bad. Your Eidolons don't do that much damage. I don't think, I mean, rank 6 not worth the investment. Also a rank 6 book. If Fool's Enlightenment rank 6 book only works when they're over 99% HP. If your enemy is over 99% HP, I mean, you're doing something wrong. Existential Woe is a great DPS book if you are mostly single target DPS. It turns your single target DPS into a small AoE DPS. So it's nice. It will take any single target DPS class and make you into a small AoE DPS class. It's a very nice book. The Creator, that is god tier DPS book. 40% chance of dealing at rank 5, I think it's 25 or 30% extra damage for normal and skill attacks. It's important to note that it includes skill attacks. Now, the next book that we're going to talk about is... yeah, this the creator's great book does damage for skill attacks as well. Earth Celebration I don't like as much. It increases normal attack, okay? I mean, a lot of people like this book. I don't, because it only increases normal attack. Most of your damage is going to be skill attack. And Wrath of Heaven is a pretty bad book. The Fragrance is a tank book. When HP is below 5%, increases healing received. Yeah, definitely a tank book. Parting Grief increases evasion. This right here is going to be an invasion archer book. Rouge and Red Lips increases crit damage up to 30% or crit healing. Rouge and Red Lips is a great book for both DPS as well as for healers. The Gang of Hooligans increases damage towards stunned, rooted, and silenced. It is too situational. If you're, it's just useless 95% of the time. Garden of Emptiness is also not that great. Battle Tactics is really good, increases damage. It's one of the best DPS books. Succubus is another whale book. You don't need it, you don't really need it, but if you have a Succubus, use it as a DPS. Burning Affection, also pretty bad. I mean, you just burn their mana, they'll be using more pots. Destiny increases damage when they're stunned, also super situation. Rose Thorns, once again, one of the best books for all classes. I recommend this book if you want to change classes. This book is useful even if you change to Venomancer, Assassin, whatever class you want to change to. Skill cooldown, if you want to change to a tank, having more cooldown so you can taunt more is great. Upheaval is not a great book. Appetite to Spring is an excellent book. It does more damage. You can summon lightning. That's a great DPS book. South of River is a great healing book. Excellent healing book. One of the best healing books out there. Merriment is increases speed only when you're attacked. It's alright, but it doesn't work when you're scouting. It's only useful when you're kiting. I don't like it as much. Forge Crimson increases magic penetration. It's not that great. Tales of Booty is a great tank book. Forge Crimson, magic penetration. Poet's Muse makes you a little faster when you get hit. I don't like that. Collapse. This is a good DPS book when early on. It's a good early on DPS book. And that's it. Those are all the books. If you have any questions, please comment below. Tell me if you like this video, if there's any questions that you might have. I am going to make the DPS Sacred Book Guide next. It's coming up really soon. The rest of the video, I am actually showing the actual process of making my level 5 Endless Waves book. Even if you are a DPS, you are going to have to make an Endless Wave book. You're not going to master it. It will be one of the level 5 books that you will need to use to make the creator's book, the level 6 endgame god tier DPS book, if you want to use it for DPS. So you will have to make an Endless Wave in order to make a level 6 creator. It does take a while, and the process of making this the least expensive way is you just have to check and inside the stall. You want to look into the stall, and you want to see which ones of those level 1 sacred books are the most expensive, and you will use your honor as well as your hero orders to buy the more expensive ones, alright, so that you can use less gold coins to make the sacred books in order to make your level 5 or your level 6 books. At this moment of time, I recommend you to only have one level 5 or one level 6 book, because you will not ever have enough archaic scrolls. Later on, if archaic scrolls start dropping more often, then you can have more level 5 and level 6 books. Right now, I recommend that you only have one level 5 or one level 6 book, and have the rest of your books either level 3s. I do recommend you have 2 level 3 books like Mountain Pass as well as Sunset Tales at this moment in time. Later on, when we get stronger and archaic scrolls start dropping, I'll make an updated guide. But right now, just focus on one level 5 or one level 6 book, or you won't have enough archaic scrolls to level it up, and it just won't be as effective. Okay, so the rest of the video you may or may not want to watch. It's just me working on and deciding what books to buy and what books to make, whether or not a level 2 or level 3 book is worth buying, and just how to make my level 5 book the cheapest way possible. I think it probably cost me about 5 million gold coins total to make my endless waves. This is with doing all the events as well as buying the cheapest books available. I also don't just buy random level 2 books. I don't even have all my level 2 books, because instead I use those level 2 books to make level 3 books, to make level 4 books, to make my level 5 book. You get a little bit of stats, because the unequipped books, the master but unequipped books, give you a little bit of stats, but I don't think it's worth it, especially if you don't have the ancient scrolls to level them up. Not when you have limited resources. It's more important to, before you work on getting a bunch of level 2 books and level 3 books just to be mastered, you need to have your 4 core books, the ones that are equipped. You need to make those first. So that's what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like this video. The rest of the video I actually won't be talking in. If you want to keep watching, I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. And there we have it. I've created endless waves. Now, you will actually use this if you are a cleric healer. If you are a DPS, you will want to keep this because this will be one of your level 5 books that you will need for making a level 6 book. Level 6 book, very difficult to make. Level 5 book already took me 2 months to make. So I'm guessing a level 6 book takes approximately 6 months to make total. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. The DPS Sacred Book Guide will come out soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.